What's up, everybody? MagicRacingNews.com here to watch the Grade 3 Futurity Stakes. This is a 6-furlong turf sprint for 2-year-olds at Belmont at the Big A this year. This is a Breeze Cup winner for the Juvenile Turf Sprint. We got some interesting horses in here. The favorites, Gaslight Dancer, had that really impressive Kentucky Downs win for Mike Maker. Irad Ortiz Jr. is now hopping aboard. That horse was really impressive at 7 furlongs. Now cuts back. Should be pretty solid. Looks really fast. It is a turf sprint, so you'd expect to see the 5 Power Attack, the 3 Inflation Nation, the 2 Nagirroc. You could see any of those horses go right to the front here as well. Try to set the pace. Determined Gesture, the outside horse, there he is coming. Could also she could also do it, and she is carrying a pound fewer than the boys in here. My pick for this one, I would go with Inflation Nation, the 3, but it seems pretty wide open. All right, they're off. Not a good break for the one horse at all. Duned in. Wow, now that's surprising. Vacation Dance is going to take the lead. Did not expect to see that. This horse on debut actually was slow out of the gate and trailed in a 5.5 furlong turf sprint before getting the win, but surprised that horse is up there. Gaslight Dancer, that's no surprise. Your 8-5 favorite. Also no surprise there. And then you see Determined Gesture's pretty close there. She broke her maiden in a stakes race at Colonial Downs, a turf sprint race. We'll see if she's able to do the same here. Not quite 35-1 price this time. You know, boy, the 2 is looking. I think the 2 looks pretty loaded if he can get out. Nagirroc. It looked pretty loaded around the turn there. Manny Franco did. It's gonna be hard to chase down this 7 though. Gaslight Dancer. This horse is. The 4's digging in pretty well too. Vacation Dance, not a surprise, or did not expect this. There it is. There goes Nagirroc. Nagirroc's going to get the win. Good late run here from the 3. The 1 who blew the break, a really solid finish there as well. Duned in. I need to go back and watch that stretch run, actually see how Duned in did, because and look at the gallop out there. I know it's not everything, and sometimes get overanalyzed, but that's a very impressive gallop out for Duned in. A son of Munnings. So I would say, still sprinting is best. Don't use that to try and go 2 turns. But that was maybe a little bit longer. Horse did break his maiden going 6.5 furlongs at Kentucky Downs in a restricted allowance, actually. That's where the main break. But let's talk about the winner here. There's Duned in, still last at the were we at the 8th bowl there? 3/16. Yeah, still last at the 8th. They're second to last. Look at that turn of foot from the 1. I'm sorry, the 2-horse 1 here. A really gutsy effort, but the 1, you give them an extra half furlong, that 1 is winning it. Kelsey Danner trainee, Joe Rocco. Yeah, that horse is that'd be one I'd want to watch moving forward. Stable up the 1 Duned in. Nagirroc, a good finisher. And a different tactic here. The horse broke his, so very interesting move. The horse debuts in Indiana Grand for trainer Jim Corrigan, who was also the co-owner of the horse. And if you look at it, Nagirroc is Corrigan backwards. So debuts there. It's a good running second, but not an impressive speed figure. Didn't break the maiden. Still gets privately purchased by Madaket Stables and Little Red Feather Racing, who you see wearing the silks there. He was very prominent out in California, but they're making more of a noise in New York now as well. But you see Nagirroc get privately purchased by some very sharp, smart investors in horses, and move to Grand Motion. Smart move. Manny Franco gets the horse out of the gate pretty well on debut, and they will, for New York, the sensible fractions on debut, but went gate to wire is where I'm going with this. And now Manny Franco decides to rate the horse with all the speed in here. That's going to be very, very crucial come Breeders' Cup time, Juvenile Turf Sprint time. And remember, it's going to be, I think it's 5.5 furlongs at Keeneland for this race instead of 6. So that will help a horse like Nagirroc. It would hurt a horse like Duned in. I would say Duned in, don't go there. Try and find another turf sprint to try and go to. I think that horse needs a little bit longer. Like 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 seems best for Duned in. But Nagirroc, that was a good effort. A 78 buyer for the debut. This race probably going to get around, I'd say probably a low 80s number for it. So, we got to see who comes over from Europe. We're not sure who Wesley Ward is going to have for the race. So we still have to worry about that. But what did you think about this race? What did you think about everything involved with the Juvenile Turf Sprint Division? Let me know down in the comments below. Hit like before you subscribe to our channel. make an impact off the track. We'll see it. RacingDudes.com is your home for the best betting tips and coverage for the 2022 Breeders' Cup. Our wagering guides have cashed for thousands. You cannot miss our 2022 Inside Track wagering guide to the Breeders' Cup. So hurry up and subscribe, then go to RacingDudes.com, check out the free picks for every race, every track across the country, and the Inside Track to the Breeders' Cup wagering guide available soon.